The warning signs had been there for years. Unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, they called them. Fast-moving objects, impossible maneuvers, sightings over military bases and nuclear sites. Some thought they were foreign drones. Others whispered about something else. But the government had a different concern. The real problem wasn't what was flying over Earth. It was what was watching from the moon. For decades, classified missions had monitored anomalous activity near the lunar far side, the part of the moon that never faces Earth. Strange energy fluctuations, unknown objects detected by deep space telescopes. It was dismissed as interference, cosmic radiation, data corruption. Then in March 2025, something changed. A secret lunar research station known only to a handful of high-level officials went dark. No distress signal, no final transmission, just silence. They didn't tell the public. They didn't send a rescue mission, because they already knew what they would find. I was stationed at Lunar Outpost Theta when the others vanished. I was lucky. Or maybe I wasn't. The station was built into the rock, buried deep under the surface to protect from solar radiation. We had no windows. I didn't see what happened, but I felt it. First, the signal interference. Our transmissions back to Earth grew weaker, like something was blocking them. Then, the electrical anomalies, lights flickering, instruments failing, a low vibration in the walls that none of our seismic monitors could detect. And then, the sound. It wasn't static, it wasn't interference, it was a voice, not in English, not in any language I knew, but it was inside my head, a whisper that grew louder every time I closed my eyes. I wasn't alone in hearing it. One by one, my crewmates stopped speaking, stopped responding. They sat at their workstations, staring at their screens, fingers hovering over dead keyboards. Not asleep, not unconscious, just waiting. And then they stood up, not all at once, slowly, like they were moving in sync with something I couldn't hear. They turned toward the airlock, walking with calm, absolute purpose. I screamed at them to stop. I grabbed Jensen by the arm. He didn't even blink. They opened the outer door. No suits, no helmets. The vacuum of space should have killed them instantly. But they didn't resist. They just stepped into the black. By the time I reached the controls, it was too late. The system detected no pressure loss. As if the moon's vacuum was no longer there. As if something had changed the very fabric of reality. I locked the doors, sent a final distress signal to Earth. And then, I looked at the monitors. I should have never looked. The lunar surface was different. The darkness wasn't empty anymore. Shapes moved in the shadows. Tall, spindly figures. Their forms shifting in ways my mind refused to understand. They weren't just on the moon. They had always been there. Watching. Waiting. I don't know if Earth received my message. I don't know if there's still an Earth to receive it. I only know this. The UAPs weren't coming from deep space. They were coming from here, from the dark side of the moon, and we were never meant to find them.